What to do, what to do. A lot of questions already surrounding week 4. Jimmy G concussed? Maybe. Hoyer or O'Connell? I don't think it's that difficult, but we won't know till the last second regardless. It's going to be an interesting week. So with that said, let's fire up the camera. Let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Welcome everybody to another episode of Night of the Shield, right here on the Las Vegas Raiders News Review. Brought to you by Independently Blind Studios, where I educate, advocate, motivate, and inspire others who are dealing with sight loss or loss in general. Doesn't matter what your loss is or what your disability is, to overcome your struggles, find your independence, and live your best life. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be updated every time I drop another episode or go live. And hit that like button. If you're here, let's have some fun. Dark's in the house. Dark, salute. Salute, my brother. Raider Dangerfield is here. Salute, my brother. We got custom Cali tools in the house. What's up, brother? Good evening, sir. Good evening to you. All right. Man, it's going to be an interesting one. That's all I got to say. We're going to get into it right now. Say my piece. But then, as always, I'll just let the chat take over. It seems to be the way we roll around here lately. All right, let's not beat around the bush. Let's just go right in. So, Jimmy G's in concussion protocol, and don't know how serious the concussion was. You know, they're not going to give us that information all week. It'll be the standard day by day, always in protocol, he's in protocol, he's in protocol. Typically, the standard is he's not playing this weekend. A lot of people have already made that assumption. It seems to be what the deal is at this point. I mean, it makes the most sense. And that's not so much a big deal. Jimmy hasn't been playing well. We don't know what's going on. We don't know if it's mental, physical, but he is struggling. And I said my piece yesterday, and I'm not going to go too hard in what I think is going on with Jimmy G. I think it's age, to be honest with you. And it could pertain a lot to the injuries that he suffered over his career. It just doesn't seem to me, and again, I'll reiterate, I didn't watch him a lot when he was with the Niners, so it's not like I paid attention to what type of quarterback he was, how much zip he had on his ball and things like that. I know he won a lot of games. I know he had a lot of weapons. I know he had a top 5 defense, yada, yada, yada. And again, I'll reiterate that first and foremost before we even get started. Every dynasty, every good football team, whether they win 1 year or multiple years, have balance on both sides of the ball. So this whole, you need a top 5 defense if you're a crappy quarterback. No, you're going to be identified by what your strength is. The Niners' strength has been their defense for quite some time. Now, them adding these offensive weapons and putting it all together just makes them that much of a threat now. Because that top 5 defense, regardless, did not even win them a Super Bowl. Yeah, they got to play in some really big games and even got to play in the Super Bowl. But you have to have balance on both sides. So with that said, because I really love the numbers from last night's videos, man. It's probably one of my best ones that actually hit. I don't know if it was the title or if it's just the rest of the Raider Nation has been woken up and they're looking for all the negativity and drama talk that I tend to try to stay away from here. I will call it as I see it. No pun intended with my bad vision, but I'm not afraid to attack this team when this team needs to be attacked, but I'm always going to look for the silver lining. Now, with that said, what do? I mean, we don't have a top 5 defense. We identified that right away. I know what this defense is. Now, if this defense could improve week in and week out and get stronger and stronger and stronger, I'm here for it. But right now, all I expect this defense to do is try to stay into games, make as many stops as possible, and we need this offense to score. My biggest problem with Josh McDaniels right now, outside of the fact that he's not winning games, his specialty is offense. That's his specialty. And I'm not going to get in debates tonight about, it wasn't Tom Brady. Tom Brady mastered what he created, and Tom Brady is just Tom Brady. We're seeing that already. So it's not that the system don't work. It's not that the system is easy. It's complicated, and it's causing a lot of problems. And yes, McDaniels is stubborn and not willing to simplify or change or, he's an old dog. He's not going to learn new tricks. It's just who he is. Now, everybody's calling for his head right away. We're not giving up yet. We're only 1-2. Now, if we continue to fall down the charts and continue to find ourselves in a very big hole, then I get it. But as far as this week goes, nah, it's not the right move. But I will say this. The right move is to start the kid. This is a perfect opportunity, and this is one scenario I never prepared for. I never thought about. I talked a lot about, hey, if we're winning games and Jimmy G is out just for a little bit, like one game, like we're possibly seeing here, I was okay at one point to say maybe this should be a Hoyer game. But that's if Jimmy was winning games and showing that he has this offense under control and our offense is scoring points. We're not doing that. This opportunity to me, the scenario I didn't think of is what a golden ticket given, right? The opportunity for him to be out 1 week. We could always return to him after concussion protocol. We could always go back to Jimmy G, give him some time to reprocess things, take a deep breath, start anew. And we could start the kid now, give him 1 week. There's no pressure. There's no strings attached. Just tell the kid, just go be you. It doesn't matter. We need you just for 1 week. Go and see what you got. If the kid lights it up and he does what this offense needs and starts spreading the ball around to all our offensive weapons, tight ends, slot receivers, Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers, we still need to find a way to get this running game going. But if he can do that, then maybe we don't see Jimmy. But we're not gonna know. But we really need to put this kid through the fire. We need to test him out in real-time action, real live game speed, top speed, and see if he can have that quick release. See if it still looks as good as it did in preseason. A lot of people saying, well, he played with the 3 and 4s. Well, he was also playing with 3 and 4s. So again, it wasn't about who he was playing against or who he was playing with. He had the intangibles that we keep talking about. Good awareness in the pocket, good stature in the pocket, wasn't afraid to take a hit, really good with his feet as far as lining it up and using his hips and throwing the ball, seeing the field, and the ball coming out quickly in his hands. And from what I remember, coming out with great velocity, which we need, especially to get the ball downfield, especially if we can't get the ball running. Now, I know it was alluded to. I heard Patrick Graham and Lombardi talk today, and I heard McDaniels before that, the day before that, where McDaniels was talking about he's not going to treat this like a preseason game, meaning he was putting it out there. Basically, I took it as I'll play Hoyer. That's the way I took it. That doesn't mean that's the way it's going to be. He's never going to show his hand. He's never going to tip his hat. He's going to get the Chargers thinking it's a mental advantage game, and I see some advantage to it, and then some of it I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then there was this secret meeting behind the doors, and I want to get into that. I'm going to jump in the chat because I've been hearing it go off. I got some catching up to do, so I'm going to pop in here in just a minute. But my last comment on that is I don't know what that conversation even could have been. Was it a vote of confidence? Were they talking about what's happening? This shouldn't be this way. Or are they talking about what Mark needs from them moving forward? And maybe Mark is stepping in, like I said, he should just a little bit, just to show that his hand is on that plug. Not that he's going to pull the plug, but that his hand is on it, and put some fire under Josh to have a little bit more, I don't know, will to win. commitment to excellence, kind of put something together that looks right, makes sense, score some damn points. The only way we're going to win games, and I've already seen it, right, is the defense just to hold it down, not to be perfect, just to do what it can, and our offense score points, and it's not happening. It's not getting done. So we need to figure that out and figure it out quick. Ray Gonzalez, what's up, my brother? Salute. Dark is saying salute to Ray. We got Custom Cali Tools. Vic Tafer says, Vic Tafer says he would be shocked if Jimmy Garoppolo. He would be shocked if Jimmy Garoppolo man blows my mind. Oh, okay. Vic Tafer says he wouldn't be shocked if Jimmy G ... man blows my mind. Are we tanking? No, we're not tanking. We're not. Have we thrown the towel in already? No. Here's the thing. And this is the one thing that I've already come to an understanding of. I'm not sure I agree. We'll have to wait and see. Salute to Custom Tools from Dark. What I'm waiting to see is if Jimmy can go, do they go ahead and play Jimmy? And I'm like, I think we see, I don't know. If he's in concussion protocol, I think you just use that as a reason just to give him a week off, let him rest, and play the kid. Like I said, you don't have to pull Jimmy completely. But if O'Connell goes out there and lights it up, then that's what we needed to see. That's what we've been waiting for. Otherwise, Jimmy G at this point, just knowing that he's a rookie, they're gonna look at it as that's the guy we brought in here to be the guy. And I don't necessarily agree with it at the moment. I think you use this opportunity. If he's in protocol, you use that to your advantage. Raiders combo. Hey, what's up, Knight? What's up, my brother? And he's saying what's up to the chat. Combo also says, hit that like button. Let's do this. Hit that like button, everybody. If you're in the house, hit that like button. We got Jay on the house. I'm waiting for it. I'm here for it. What you got for me tonight? Is it Mark? I'm ready, dude. Like, there's a lot of problems. There's not a better time for you to share your thoughts because right now you're looking right on point, brother. And I always respect your opinion and how you handle yourself. Dark, salute to Raider Dangerfield. J.O. with the skulls. Dark, salute. J.O. the Oakland Knight. That's it. I'm the Oakland Knight, brother. Forever and forever will be. In fact, I have an original. I'll have to bring it. I'm not going to get up tonight and get it. But, brother, I have an original where the Oakland Knight name came from. My brother and I, we were born in Fremont, raised up in the Bay Area. He had one of his artist friends draw me this thing where he called me the Oakland Knight. It's kind of like Jedi Knight with the Raiders, the Oakland Knight. Yeah. So that's where the name comes from. Dark, salute to Raiders combo. Custom Cali Tools. My apologies. Meant to say he would be. My apologies. My eyes jumped again. I meant to say that he would be shocked if Hoyer is not the starter. Now, that is the conversation we need to have, right? Now, if you're playing Hoyer instead of Aiden O'Connell at this point, I'm stuck on that one because if I would have seen this offense perform under Jimmy G at a high level, if we would have been scoring 24 to 34 points a game, then I'm like, okay, continue to work with the kid, continue to get him ready, give him every opportunity to study, learn, grow. But we haven't done jack crap, bro. And at this point, you putting Hoyer in, we seen his arm in preseason. We already know. And I'm not even going to start disrespecting the man. He's a career backup. That's what he is. He's also in his 40s, I believe. Like, dude is who he is, man. I don't expect him to come here and sling the rock. So by putting him in over Aiden O'Connell at this point is a show of disrespect, in my opinion. All right, let's see here. Everybody's saying what's up to each other. Custom. Yes, I agree, Jason. Start AOC4, not Hoyer. It's a problem for me. It's only a problem because, like I said, the offense is struggling. You know, Hoyer's only the backup. I mean, this is the way that I take it. Obviously, I don't know Josh. I don't know Lombardi. I can't get all the hardcore detailed facts on this one. But at the end of the day, Hoyer's the backup because he knows the offense. He's the bridge guy, right? And it kind of, the scenario, the imagery of it fits. You got Jimmy G, the starter, who's unlearning a system and learning one from the old. It's obviously going to have different verbiage. And then you got the young kid that you drafted that showed a lot of promise, needs to grow, needs to learn how to prepare, needs to learn how to do all these other things. And you got Hoyer in the middle that's been doing this with the Patriots for a very long time. So he's that bridge guy. He's that coach. He's the clipboard guy. He's helping on both ends. He's ready to go if needed, but he's coaching, helping Jimmy through each play and each series. And he's there, answering questions from the kid as he has them. It's a perfect scenario if this was working, but it's not. It's not. Raider Dangerfield. With all the weapons he has, this shouldn't be the result. 100% not. We knew Jimmy G wasn't going to get hurt. It was a matter of when. We knew he was going to get hurt, but it's a matter of when. But this was early. Well, I mean, injuries are going to happen. I mean, look at Carr. He went down already, right? Like, people get hurt early. Burrows got hurt, and someone else went out too. There was another quarterback that got hurt. So injuries are going to happen. And we kind of figured that this was going to happen, but I think this is a blessing in disguise, right? If you put AOC out there and you show the Raider Nation, you show the rest of the league that this kid ain't ready yet, then fine, put Hoyer in. You have both of them going to be active, right? Start the kid. If he does well, he does well. If he's not, and you want to protect him on that side of things, pull him. But you got to start the kid. It just makes sense to me. It's earlier than I wanted. I was hoping right around 7-8. Week 7 at the earliest, week 8, prime, halfway through the season. If something like this happened, great opportunity for Aiden. So we're going into week 4. Well, not necessarily would say I wanted this exactly to play out like this, but it's an opportunity, and I think we should take it. Raider Dangerfield. If AO4 makes the defense back off the ball or off the box, it opens up the run game 100%. 100%. Making passing even better. He also brings an arm that can go down the field. Not only that, from what I remember, and I don't care who he is playing with, there's certain intangibles that are going to happen no matter who he's playing with or who he's playing against, and that is the ball placement, throwing with anticipation, throwing people open. Yes, he had some bad passes. Dude, he's not going to be perfect. He's probably going to throw a pick even, right? That's going to happen. The guy's not going to go his whole career without a pick. But the guy's ball placement in the preseason was very good, even on the deep ball. And he's not afraid to throw the deep ball. So he has some cojones to him, right? He did it in Purdue. They said that he was a little bit of a gunslinger. There's a little bit of a gunslinger in him. And maybe that's what Josh wants to calm down. I don't. I think that's an element that this offense could use right now. A guy that has the arm strength to put it. I mean, if Jimmy could do it, because there's passes that Jimmy probably shouldn't have thrown. If he could fit it into tight holes, throwing that soft, this kid's got it, man. I really think that this kid can develop. I'm gonna be careful when I say that. I'm not gonna say this kid's gonna go in there, dominate the Chargers, go and run up the scoreboard, and become the future of the Raiders. I'm not saying that. But this kid has an opportunity. This is a learning opportunity for him. This is not about tanking. If you think it's that bad, if you think it's just as bad as Jimmy G or not worse that we've seen the last 3 weeks, then Hoyer's still there for you to swap him out next series. I don't think we're going to see that. I have a really strong feeling in my gut. It may not be pretty. It may not be perfect, but you're going to see some energy coming from the young kid getting in there. That's just how I feel. Man, I always have a hard time with this one. Hold on. I'm going to blow it up again. Nustirian Gardilu. Do my best with your name, my brother. The Dolphins are, oh yeah, here we go. The Dolphins are going to light us up with 100 if we don't fix it. Yeah, dude. Like, here's the thing, dude. Like, Sometimes you just got to know what you know and figure out what you don't know. And when you see the Dolphins play this year, and Tua and Tyreek Hill and that defense, they're just playing at all cylinders right now. And you got to start taking some of this stuff into consideration, right? There's a lot of good teams in the AFC. There's a lot of good teams in the NFC that are really setting themselves apart this year. It's almost like there's no competition. You can almost pick the playoffs in each conference right now. You got to think about, not getting your butt kicked would be a victory in that game at this point. You got to focus on that. And hopefully we do get better. Mark Carbone, what's up, brother? Were you surprised they didn't try to chip Watt with Jacobs? Yeah, there was a couple times I saw that. Terrible coaching, in my opinion. There was a lot of little things that were happening, and I don't, again, without knowing the full context of why he does some of these things. Yeah, when you look at it from the couch, I mean, he was obviously trying to do something. I don't know. Was it a misassignment? What was it? Right? We don't know the full context. I don't think it was done. If it was done deliberately, it was done deliberately for a reason. But again, this is something you can't let happen. And the funny thing is we started to figure it out. We had a good first drive as usual. I think we didn't score till like the second drive though. And then we got shut down again. But Jimmy G was supposedly concussed and started playing his best ball towards the end of the game. I don't get it. Ray Gonzalez. Let's see. I'm with you, Jason. AO4 to start. The whole offense must be on point to help AO4. And I think it will be, because one of the things that I see, Ray, from Jimmy G is he's not processing. He's getting confused. After that first read, he just looks like a deer in headlights at times. And then when you see the pass protection holding up very well where he has time, what's making him not pull? I mean, I'm looking at the weapons that we have. Someone had to be open, dude. I mean, that was a good defense. I guess they could have had some good secondary coverage back there, but and then he would just throw into the situations he shouldn't be thrown into. So there's something off with Jimmy G. And maybe they try to blame it on the concussion, whatever. At this point, I don't care. He's struggling mentally and he's struggling physically, and it's very obvious. Very, very obvious to me. All right, let's see. The Nightwalker in the house. McDaniels' system will fail. Damn it. Excuse me, guys. It jumped on me again. McDaniels' system will fail because it's too complex and not flexible to our current roster's shortcomings. Yeah, I have a little bit of different perspective on that, but good coaches adapt and make the most of what they have. Here's the thing. Now, first and foremost, it is complex. Is it too complex? Maybe. There's other ways to simplify it, right? There's a lot of moving parts, especially as you get to the line of scrimmage. You huddle up, you're calling a play, and then Jimmy G's calling, shifting people around in motion. Yes, it is very complex. I don't think it's what we have from a shortcoming perspective. The only thing that's hindering us right now is run blocking. Yes, we have a problem with our tight end blocking right now. He's a rookie. I think we could pull him and put someone else in his place. That's simple to do. You don't necessarily have to have him out there. And, we got to get the running game going. But from a quarterback's perspective and everybody else, Devontae's having no problem. Jacoby Myers is not having a problem. Hunter, when you watch the tape, he gets open. I don't know about the timing. This is a whole timing offense. I don't think we have shortcomings. I just think that Jimmy G is expected to come in here and pick up where he left off when he was in New England and show the same kind of parameters and dynamic ability that he did at times in both there and the Niners, and you're not seeing it. What I'm seeing is a guy who's confused. He's not getting it mentally. Throw the kid in. Let's put that theory to the test, right? It's definitely bad coaching. There's things that he could do to make it better. He could dumb it down just a little bit and make it more simplified, but at the end of the day, he's got route runners. If you look at the 3 wide receivers that are on this field, Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfrow, and Jacoby Myers, the one thing that we know they can do is run routes. Complicated route trees, find the space, get open, catch the ball. You see it happening. You see when it's working right. You see when Jimmy reads the right read, or even if he goes to a second read and he's thinking fast and he's pulling the trigger fast, good things are happening. It's when it's not there right away and he has to think about it a little extra long after the ball snapped is you're starting to see the mental breakdown. I don't think we have shortcomings on offense just from the running game perspective at the moment. Let's see. Raiders combo. I think all of Raider Nation wants to see AOC4 start over Hoyer. Like you said before, we need someone fresh like AO4. We need something that has energy and pop. J.O., I told my kids it's an honor to be an Oakland Raider fan. Win, lose, or tie. Never forget the tradition. Never forget the tradition and family always. Our team always. You know what, J.O.? I mean, I miss it. Let's go AOC. The thing is, I miss Oakland. I mean, I knew this was going to happen, and I want to get into it deeper because I'm dying to kind of like get into it because there's a lot of drama with how many Steeler fans were there and what's been going on in Vegas. I've talked about it a few times, but it's been a long time. Maybe during the bye week, I'll spend a day and just kind of, I saw it coming a long time ago, bro. Like I know what the NFL was doing. And Mark bought into it, and Mark's getting paid right now. And if there's anything, I mean, the owner's the owner. You're not going to get him to sell. It's unfortunate. It is what it is. We have to deal with it, but he's making money. It's kind of hard, right? Like it's one thing for him to say, "Oh, this has got to stop." It's like you pricing us out, bro. And we'll get into that. Well, I'll spend one day during the bye week and really give my thoughts and break that down the way it plays out in my head. Public enemy number 1. What is up? If they start Hoyer, they'll eventually play AOC. Hoyer is trash. And I agree with that, dude. Public enemy number 1. I agree with that 100%. That's why start him? And what are you protecting him from? What are you trying to protect Jimmy G? Like what is the deal there? And again, this may end up playing out as just, toying with the Chargers a little bit, but I don't know. We'll see. Juan's in the house. What's up, Juan? When will we know if Jimmy G can't go? You'll probably know by Friday or Saturday. I mean, if he's not going to come out of protocol and he's not practicing out there, he's not on the field with the red jersey on and going through the motions, they'll probably let us know ahead of time. But they don't have to announce who the starter is going to be until the game starts, because you're at that point, if Jimmy G don't go, or even if he could and they made him inactive, if they basically make him the O'Connell and then Hoyer and O'Connell are active as our quarterbacks, they don't have to put in which one's starting. Roland Dubs in the house. What's up, everyone? Here we go. It jumped on me. I'm going to go back up to Roland Dubs real quick. What's up, everyone? Hope it's time for O'Connell. Heck yeah, dude. It is time for O'Connell, bro. It's time for O'Connell. Raider Dangerfield. We need to move Illuminor inside to guard and put Munford at right tackle. I think it would be better for the run game to the right tackle side. I think that's a great idea. I mean, and what would be stopping them from even swapping it? Because one thing that Illuminor has done well, him getting blown up by T.J. Watt. I'm not even tripping off that. A lot of people get blown up by T.J. Watt. What if even if you had to put Munford in at right tackle? I mean, do something on that side. Switch something up. Something's got to change. This is where I hope the conversation went, because I think I caught up with the chat for the moment anyway. So let's go there real quick. Supposedly there was some behind the door again conference between Ziegler, McDaniels, and Davis, and The conversation needs to be simple in my mind. He's not going to pull the plug yet. He's got to light a fire. He's got to tell him, I'm ready to pull the plug. You got to get this thing going, or you're leaving me no choice. He's got investors. He doesn't flat out own the team. He owns the majority rights to the team. He's got his advisors. Tom Brady is now one of those. Maybe Tom Brady was in there. I don't know. Maybe Tom Brady was on the phone. Who knows? But at some point, you got to start shaking it up. If what you got going is not working and it's not happening the way you thought it was, switch it up. And a lot of times it's player personnel. If Josh McDaniels is going to come out and says, look, it's not my coaching. And again, I'm not happy with a lot of the decisions he's made this year. I'm not overjudging his play calling like a lot of you guys might be, because look, the guy's been doing it a long time, dude. His play calling, to me, I don't think is an issue. It's the execution. But you're still the coach. It's still your problem, right? I don't care if you have the right game plan. I don't care if you make the right call and they're just not executing. Well, then you need to change up who's out there executing it. Either find somebody that's going to get the job done, or, like people were saying, change the scheme, which you know he's not going to do. It's one or the other. You can't have your cake and eat it too, Josh. Plain and simple, right? Either you call in the right plays and they're not being executed, then change the people that are executing the call. It is your responsibility at any cost to get this team moving in the right direction and score points, Mr. Play Caller, period. Let me see here. I don't know what that one was. I think I missed a couple. Let me go back up here. I think that was it right there. Mythfon, what's up? Jimmy, he will play, bro. Look. And that's all it says. He will play, bro. Look. If he's in concussion protocol, I don't think he goes. Raider John's in the house. Said this earlier. Hoyer is a walking... Dang it, I clicked it and it jumped again. Hoyer is a walking, talking white flag. Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. White flag on the season. If we start him, and I have a good response to this one, too. If we start him against division rival, might as well show up to the game without pads on. Sorry, guys, I'm struggling tonight. Seeing as we ain't really playing to win. Again, Raider John, I'll say this, and I agree with you, bro. Right? But what would you be? Why would you play Hoyer then? Let's say that McDaniels is thinking that. Let's say you're speaking for McDaniels' mind right now. We're only 1-2. There's no reason to throw the white flag up. There's just not. To start Hoyer, and if it means, I agree with you. I think that's what it says to me, right? Like why you even? That's not even trying, bro. You got to give the kid a shot, in my opinion. But why would you tank without at least seeing what the kid can do? If we're gonna keep the kid, then you have to play him this season. You have to play him, and why not now? If the opportunity is presenting itself, take it. Being an opportunist, bro, it's there. Play the kid. If he does horrible and it looks that bad, man, the guy's going to have 13 more weeks to figure it out and get his mind right. Put someone else in after. Ray Gonzalez, McDaniels should commit to AO4. And this is another thought that I had. He should commit to AO4 so he can get all practice snaps with the first tier. I believe that with Trey Tucker. With Trey Tucker, one go route. I like that. Every position. Yeah, you know this is the thing. This is where some of these teams try to be too tight-lipped, too secret. Sometimes you just got to go out there and be like, "This is what's happening." Ray Gonzalez. Oh, I think that's the one I read. Because for me, this is a great opportunity, again, to shake things up, to play certain players. Everything's on your side. Everything's on your side. And at this point, I think Josh has to save his job. It's not in jeopardy this week. If we lose, I don't feel like it's still in jeopardy. But it's getting there. It's getting there. He doesn't come back next season, right? And think about this real quick. I was thinking about this because I didn't get heavy into it or anything about the NFL and Mark Davis and Gruden and that whole synopsis, that whole scenario. You know, what if they tried to patch things up with Gruden and give him his job back to shut him down this lawsuit? I don't know. Like, there's a lot of crazy stuff. There's, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, so I don't want to spend too much time on that, but there's reasons for McDaniels to be worried. It's one thing if you were performing well, and that's my point I'm just trying to make. I'm just trying to use an example to stir the pot, but there's reasons for McDaniels to be scared. There's reasons for McDaniels to start thinking differently. And to think differently doesn't mean you have to blow up what you do and what you've been doing for years. It just means you just rethink it a little bit. Actually ask your players what makes sense. The thing that frustrated me a lot about last night's show, great show, by the way. I thank you for, you guys make this show happen for me, man. Being able to get you guys to participate, kind of direct the conversation where it needs to go. I think, again, we're off to a great start tonight. We're keeping it on topic. Great insight, great comments. But big picture for me, man, is really about why does all the negativity have to just pour in? There were 17. I never get comments on my videos, bro. Like, after we do the live, I'll get a couple here, a couple there. On this last live, I had 17. Most of them just about, now blame it on Carr. Number one, you can't come over on this channel and say anything to me about Carr. I wasn't here last year saying anything one way or the other. I have my take. I've said it. It's been listed here. If you don't like it, look, I'm a Carr supporter, bro. I'm not a Kardashian. Like, I don't know, all these stupid names. You categorize me in any way you want. I believe it was the best thing for Carr to move on. If he would have stayed, he would have been dealing with the same drama. It's an opportunity for him. It's an opportunity for us. He has the opportunity to make the best of his. McDaniels has the opportunity to make the best of his. He's not, and that is my main concern, because the Shield is what I represent, and McDaniels is not representing it properly. So yeah, I do have a problem with that. Rolling dubs. Let's see. By renegotiating Jimmy's contract, did we guarantee his contract for next year? Just some money. The money didn't change. It's just the way that they shifted the money just to free up money, right? So you take some of the money that's owed this year, you put it on next year. Either way, if Jimmy can't go, if Jimmy wants to leave, we cut him. We're paying the money regardless at this point. It's not going to be that big of a deal one way or the other. I mean, of course, anytime that you have to pay money for a player that's not going to be on the team it's an issue, right? But it's not going to set us back too much. I think we'll be all right. And I think you keep Jimmy G around. And I don't think, depending on how the rest of the season plays out, I mean, obviously if the wheels completely fall off, then you just move on. But if the wheels don't, and it's just what we kind of expected, anywhere between 7 to 9 wins if we're lucky, then you keep Jimmy around for competition. Push that needle. You might need Jimmy around. You don't know what's going to happen yet. But I've been saying this even before the season started. After seeing AOC out there and watching his mechanics and watching how he does, like, I don't know how he's going to do anywhere else, but in this system and his style of play and how he was making it work, bro. The receiver's job is just to find the space and get open. He was hitting these guys, a lot of young guys. Maybe it's the basic concept. We'll run those same concepts. It was working. Let's figure it out. The hardest part that O'Connell's going to have is reading defenses, picking up the disguises and finding the blitzer and things like that. But he's not going to learn until you throw him out there and get it done. Raider Dangerfield. Carr's time here was done. It was. It was the best time for him and our organization, 100%. Now we need the new number 4 to step in. Comment came in and took it up. Step in and take the reign or take the helm. 100%. Like, if every quarterback, like I said earlier at the beginning of the show, every quarterback, every team needs balance. Either you're going to be known for your defense or you're known for your offense, but you need to have both. And we still don't have that same defense. Keeping Carr, we would still be in the same rut as we were before. So it's good for both of us, right? He should be happy. We should be happy, but we're not because it's the same old shit, different quarterback. Rolling Dubs. We should see if the Jets will take his short contract, give us back a defensive tackle. The problem with that is they just picked up a quarterback. It's slipping my mind. If anybody remembers the quarterback they just picked up, Taysom Hill? Not Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill's with the Saints. He's a running back that can throw. They just picked up someone today. Zach Wilson's, probably not going to work. Would they take Jimmy G? Not after what Jimmy G's put on tape. I don't think they take him at this point. But I don't hate the idea Roland does. Like if they could throw it out there, but right now I don't think we take that route. I don't think we can afford it. I'm not comfortable going with AOC and Hoyer. I still rather have a healthy-ish Jimmy G and they swap in and out, or every time Jimmy gets concussed or something. I don't know. I'd rather have Jimmy G as the backup than Hoyer. Let's put it that way. And I know we're not getting nothing for Hoyer. Let me check the time. I want to stay a little bit closer to an hour tonight. Try to keep these shows in a better perspective. Raider Dangerfield. Let's see. Raider Dangerfield. Hey, and if he isn't the guy, then we look forward to the draft next year. If AOC doesn't show that he's the guy, that he has the tools, that he could play in this league, play in this system, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, because, we're still going to have that defense we're dealing with, right? There's a lot of things that still have to fall into place. But, yeah, if he's not the guy, then you have options on the table. But I think the problem is I don't, there you go. There you go, Rolling Dubs. Trevor Siemian, that's the one I was thinking of, yes. To the Jets practice squad. He would be they're going to get him ready and probably bench Zach eventually. Custom Cali Tools, Trevor Siemian. Thank you, brother. To the Jets. Yeah. They're going to put him on practice squad. Everybody's chiming in. Thank you guys for giving me that. I couldn't think of his name off the top of my head. For some reason I was thinking Taysom Hill. But see, I don't see that happen. I don't think we're there yet, right? And I think AOC has a shot. I really do. And I want to see him play. But I don't going quarterback next year. I think we're going to have to give up Devontae. Devontae at this point would be unhappy. He's probably going to want out. So we're going to have to utilize that capital to go get another quarterback. And quite honestly, if AOC don't work out, I want McDaniels replaced. I want him replaced at that point. Because I just don't see if we go and get a guy like Caleb Williams that could be our future, that's very dynamic, that can be that new hybrid quarterback that everybody wants us to have. I'm not fully against it, man. I just don't think Caleb Williams and McDaniels see eye to eye. I'm not necessarily sure that's going to be a match made in heaven. I could be wrong, but the only way is to play AOC. So again, I'm just beating a dead horse at this point, right? And it's only Tuesday. We got plenty of time to figure. We got a lot of other things we got to talk about. This is fresh. This is the hot topic because this is something that's very important. It's an important decision that has to be made. It can not only make or break this game, but this season and even our future. A lot rides on what AOC can develop and be in this system and for this organization. And again, it's only week 4, so I'm not like hitting the panic button. This is not a play AOC because we're desperate. I'm saying play the kid because it's a perfect opportunity. Jimmy G is not hurt. He's concussed. Yeah, it's an injury, but you know what I'm saying? He'll be back in a week, 2 tops. So this is a perfect opportunity to go out there and just kick the tires. That's it. That's all you're, dude, man, there's a name from the past right here. Mr. Raider Kid 21. If this is the Mr. Raider Kid that I remember, what is up, my dude? What's up, man? It is. I know it's you, brother. What's going on, bro? Long time no hear from, man. I hope all is well. You got to change your name. You can't be a kid no more. You got to be Mr. Raider Man now. How you feel about dudes trying to call out Raider Nation for not being at the game? I talked a little bit about it last night, and that's a whole nother video that has to be had, dude. The Raiders have the NFL, the Raiders, whoever has priced everybody out that has to come in out of state. Those prices are pretty steep, even if you're living in Vegas. I don't think anybody should be called out. A lot of these people from LA, from the Bay, from Central Cali, all up and down California and beyond, they supported Mark in the move. They went out, they bought PSLs, they wanted to continue. A lot of people turned, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. A lot of us old Oakland dudes, we're pissed, and we're still hurt by it. It still hurts. We love the Shield. The Shield represents a lot to me, so it is what it is. But I tell you what, bro, I can't afford to do it. I can't afford to sit there and keep, spending that kind of money. And the people that have these PSLs, they can't keep doing it either. Inflation's high. Flying's expensive. Driving's not, gas prices are at an all-time high. I don't know what they're paying for their tickets, but I know they could double their money by putting it online and selling it. And I'm not going to hate somebody for taking care of themselves, holding on to their investment, hoping things change. A lot of people do that. The problem is the people that are coming are people that are making a vacation out of it. So they're willing to take that money. So if you're coming from Pittsburgh and the schedule comes out and you're already trying to plan some type of trip, some type of vacation, what a perfect way to come to Vegas. You could spend the week, watch your team, and just hang out and party in Vegas all week. You're good, man. That's the problem. And we'll get into it deeper, but nobody should be giving anybody shit because there's a lot of us. Like, if I was to sit there and say, oh, you guys bullshit. You guys ain't going to the game. I haven't been to Vegas, bro. You know what I mean? So, I can't afford. I'm just going to be real about it. Rolling dubs. Bring in Lincoln Riley and Caleb Williams next year. Yeah, I'm for it. If this continues, I'm for it. Straight up. Mr. Raider Kid, laugh my ass off. You're right. You're a grown man right now, right? You bought me married and everything. Rolling dubs. Raider Nation. Raider Nation should be ashamed for selling all their tickets. You know what, man? Not necessarily, bro. Like, we don't know the circumstance, right? Now, if you're doing it straight for a money grab, then sure. But it's not my place to call another man out for how he needs to take care of his family. But maybe you give up those PSLs and offer somebody that's local to do it. That would be the only other thing, right? But what an investment. What an investment. I know a lot of people do it. I know Niner fans. I work with some Niner fans, they're blind. So they have that trouble of always getting to the game too. And they'll sell their tickets quite often. Raider Dangerfield, it's too expensive to go to a game. Yeah, it's even went up higher. It's went up higher. Custom Cali Tools, next man up, Rob Ryan. You know what? I'm all for Rob Ryan taking over this team if he brings his brother in to coach the defense. Bring it on, Mr. Raider Kid. Same, man. I wish I could. Let's see, hold on. It would have cost me almost $1,000 just to go to the game. That's just to the game. And it sucks. And you're not even talking about the travel expenses. You're not talking about hotel, food, drinks. You're going to have a good time unless you're just going to stay up all night. I know people who do that. They probably fly in there. They don't even sleep. They stay up all night, go into casino, go to the game, sleep on the way home. It's possible, I suppose. By the way, if anybody doesn't remember who Mr. Raider Kid is, he's a content creator. And Mr. Raider Kid, I come on here and I do my shows obviously on this channel, but I have another independently blind channel. I watch a lot of my YouTube on. So I don't know if I'm subscribed to you from there. I know you put one out not too long ago. If you're still making videos, put it in the chat. Let everybody know you're still making videos. Great insight, dude. I remember he started very young, man. He's all grown up now. I loved his content. You used to do a show with your friend that was a Rams fan too. You guys were doing like a bigger sports show. You were killing it back in the day, bro. Charles Michael Sinclair, what's up, brother? Can the Raiders stop Herbert? No, they cannot stop Herbert. Can they try to slow him down? They can try. That's what this defense is. That's exactly what this defense is, Charles. They're a defense that's going to bend, don't break. And this is why we need this offense to explode. We have to score points to win. We have to take advantage of what our defense gives us. And when they give it to us, we got to be ready to go down there and score. Mr. Raider Kid, I knew you would have a great point. I appreciate that, brother. I'm 27 now and have all my handles are Mr. Raider Kid. What? Hold on, I'm messing it up already, dude. He's 20. Mr. Raider Kid is 27 now, huh? All my handles are Mr. Raider Kid. I love it, dude. Okay, you know what? That's what keeps me young and youthful, dude. I act like a kid. I don't know what to do now. Laugh out loud. Hope you're doing well, my man. Well, I hope you're doing well, dude. I hope life is treating you well, no matter what adventure you're on. It's just good to see you around here, bro. I'm glad you stopped by tonight. Keep coming back, bro. Keep coming back. Watts 89 M. Gotcha. Maybe there was a Mr. Raider Kid. Thanks, man. No problem, brother. Appreciate the love. Haven't done much. I haven't done much on YouTube, but I have been active on TikTok. Yeah, not only am I not a TikTok dude, I can't have it because of work, because I work for the federal government. I work for a contract. They won't even let me have it on my phone. Just has been a little easier, but I'm glad to see you still on here. Yeah, I haven't been around, man. When I left in 2016, I pop in here and there, but this is the most consistent I've been since 2016. So yeah, I'm definitely planning on hanging around now, dude. I miss doing this. It's therapeutic. I need it. Chili Pepper 28. I was gonna say it's therapeutic, but sometimes, man, when the Raiders play, I think I need therapy even more. Chili Pepper 28. Yo, what's up, Chili Pepper 28? Much love. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. That was the main topic I wanted to talk about tonight. We got all week to kind of break this down, take it step by step. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I know Thursday night football is happening, so I think I've decided not to do videos on Thursdays. And then Fridays, this Friday, I will actually be on Raider Ben's channel. I'm going to join his Just Win Baby podcast. You can check me out there. I'm going to go hang out with him and talk some football. So that will be where a lot of my breakdowns are. And because I'm doing that, so Thursday and Friday, I won't be here. I will do one Saturday. So I'll have my final thoughts and stuff all that Saturday. So as this moves forward, we work it out. I mean, me working the 8 to 5, it's hard. I would love to do morning shows. That would be more ideal for me. It's just not in the cards right now. But heading in that direction, slowly but surely. Let's see here. Speaking of Raider Ben. Got work in a few hours. Yeah, you do, man. I'm surprised you're still up. Wanted to come drop you and like and say what's up. I appreciate it, brother. I was just talking about you before bed. Have a great night, Jason. You have a great Tuesday, brother, man. I'm going to be hitting you up. I'll probably find you on Instagram or Twitter here pretty quick, and I'll see you Friday night. Chili Pepper 28. The AC4 legend begins Sunday. I sure hope so. I really hope so. I think that some people are putting out, if it's not, let's riot. Yeah, let's riot. Chili Pepper 28. Y'all watch. Rolling Dubs. See, my eyes are already starting to get tired. I think that's part of the problem. At night, I get tired. My eyes, it's even harder for me to read. Thank you. See you guys. All right, Rolling Dubs. See you soon. You bet, Rolling Dubs. You're the man. Custom Cali. Let's see. Yes, sir. Let's do it. Raiders. Hell yeah. It's been a long time since I did a Raiders. Raider Dangerfield. Deuces. Yes, we out. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. We're going to wrap this up. I really appreciate you guys coming tonight. As always, keeping the conversation flowing. I appreciate you guys so much. Raider Dangerfield. Deuces. Raiders combo. Late night. Later, bro. Have a good one. I will see you guys tomorrow night. Don't know yet exactly what we'll be talking about. Usually it's offense night, but I know we talked a lot of AC4. Not much, I think, to talk about. We might dive in more into the defense. So big shout out to Custom Cali Tools. Thank you for being here tonight and keeping the conversation rolling. Appreciate you. A big shout out to Chili Pepper 28. Always appreciate you, my brother. Raider Ben, you already know. Thank you so much. Chili Pepper's here. And that Mr. Raider Kid. Go follow him on TikTok. Everything's Mr. Raider Kid. He has a YouTube channel. Maybe he'll start posting again. He's a content creator from back in the day. Love the fact that he was here tonight, man. Charles Michael Sinclair, appreciate you, brother. Thank you for being here. Custom, you already know. Raider Dangerfield, you already know. Rolling Dubs, my dude, you already know. We had Mr. Raider Kid. I know I hadn't seen Nick 209 tonight, but I know Ray Gonzalez was here. Appreciate you, Ray. Rolling Dubs. Gotta find everybody here before my music runs out. All right, I think I got a lot of Raider John. I can't forget my boy Raider John. Raider John was in the house tonight, as always. Dropping science. Min Fan, much love to you. Appreciate you being here. Raider Dangerfield, always. Juan, I appreciate you being here, Juan. Much love. Public Enemy #1, you already know. J.O., salute, respect, always. Let's see, who else was in here? We got Raiders Combos in the house. The Nightwalker, what's up, brother? Appreciate you. Mark Carbone, thank you so much, brother, for being here tonight. Nutstring Garlu. I wish I could say your name right, man. I hate that when I don't say your name right. My bad, that's on me. I will work on it. And I think that's it. I think that's all I got. I got J.O., we got Dark. I can't forget my boy Dark. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the way out, the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Night out.